So I watched the first few episodes of the Dr. Stone anime, and I gotta say, it's pretty solid. What's up? It's Truth Hero, and if you're wondering whether or not to embark on this Stone Age journey, let's dive into what makes this show so great, some of the philosophy behind it, and why Dr. Stone takes its time in making the apocalypse look oh so cool. My first impressions of Dr. Stone were a bit rushed. Thought it was just like any other anime. Oh, look at all these normal looking high school science class kids. Gee, I wonder who the main protagonist is. Well, it's this guy, Senku, who's basically like a high school version of Einstein, except he has way cooler hair and doesn't try to sleep with his cousin. And curiously has red eyes but isn't a villain? Huh, intriguing. Maybe this anime isn't like all the rest. Or maybe he and the rest of humanity were just getting stoned for the last 3 millennia. Yeah, and if there's one thing we do learn from Dr. Stone, it's that science always has an explanation. At first, I wasn't really sure how to feel about him as a character. On the one hand, I love his genius, but at the same time, I kinda hate his cockiness. Oh, you're 10 billion% sure he wouldn't drink gasoline? Remember, he's not the brains in this bromance, you are. Who knows, maybe it's just anime logic at this point? Oh yeah? You just counted the days down to the freaking seconds for thousands of years, all while you're slipping in and out of consciousness? But then it dawned on me. With Dr. Stone, you have to be patient with your assessment. Give it like 3,700 years to marinate in your mind, you know? There's so much more beneath the surface of this anime. I apologize for getting off to a rocky start with the humor, but real talk, I love the character of Senku. His genius is actually really refreshing. In fact, I'm 10 billion% sure I prefer an OP mind over OP magic, elements, quirks, or bodies. Except for you, Taiju, you're a diamond in the rough. Dr. Stone makes a great case for why the genius archetype in anime works. It's an answer to all the shows that are so bad at power scaling that fights seem to be won on the power of friendship, screw the rules, I'll do some BS magic, and we good, fam. It's an answer to all those isekai anime that time and time again ruin their stories with OP main characters and having them never struggle for anything. Senku is not OP, he's just a genius, someone who has studied, done the research, and worked really hard. And since we do in fact have uber smart people in real life, it's not out of the question that one of them would flourish in an alternate or post-apocalyptic world. The same can actually be said about his stamina and charisma enhanced counterpart, Taiju. At first, I just wasn't so sure. Wait a minute, this dude kept chugging on through the centuries because he loved a girl? Sure, high school crushes can be intense, but still, you expect me to believe that's what allowed him to survive? Yet this speaks to his simplicity. He's not the logic or brains, just a straight-laced guy who has a one-track mind. Fight to survive for the sake of love. Beautiful. And that's kinda why I like him so much. Simplicity. He's a perfect foil to Senku's genius. He also shows us that someone's reasons for living and thriving in the world don't necessarily have to be overly ambitious. Taiju doesn't have to build a kingdom of science to bring humanity back to the modern age. It's okay for him to just want a simple life with Yuzihara. He shows us that our value as human beings isn't about ambitions or even strength, as he isn't even the strongest character. Rather, our value as humans is intrinsic. Oh, and don't think I forgot about Tsukasa, okay? I will be doing a full analysis on him and his villainous ideology, and why I believe, just like Thanos, he's actually right. Yeah, changed my mind. No matter what you think of the main characters, having 2 MCs, one brain, one brawn, definitely gives this show a very unique energy and emotion, and makes it truly excellent. It gives a whole new meaning to E=MC². This anime is definitely making the apocalypse look cool, but in all honesty, without Senku being so excited and enthusiastic about rebuilding humanity from this catastrophe, this type of plot might not actually work. Dr. Stone also offers no initial grand backstory about the cataclysm that has befallen Earth. Even an anime like Fire Force, which also allows you to figure it out, had a bit of a setup on the disaster and fire that consumed the entire world. But with Dr. Stone, they just throw you in, narrating the setting of a story. Psh, nope, we're just in high school, and I'm just a dummy who's trying to mac on this cute chick after my buddy tried to feed me gasoline. Say, what's with that green light in the sky? I think the last time Japan had a light like that in the sky. What? Too soon? I mean, we are talking about apocalyptic events here, guys. Come on. Get a little cultured. I'm not gonna lie, I love that we're just thrown in and our story starts in medias res. Makes it feel more suddenly catastrophic. Plus, if this cabbage head dude can depetrify burbs with batshit wine, then I'm pretty sure I can figure out the backstory behind humanity's downfall. Also, loving that Pokemon reference. So if you're wondering whether or not to pick up this show, or if it goes deep enough on a philosophical level, it's a yes for me. Although, my opinion, it's not really worth that much. Now, I haven't actually read the manga for Dr. Stone, and I'm sure one of you will convince me to in the comments, but I can already tell. This series has so much potential for asking deep philosophical questions about humanity, human nature, and what it means to truly make a perfect world. And if it can make the Stone Age look this fun, it's certainly worth a watch. As always guys, thanks for watching. Comment below what characters and content you want to see next from the Stone Age, and of course leave your thoughts on Dr. Stone down below. Tsukasa analysis coming in the future. And until next time, I'm 10 billion% sure this anime is gonna rock.